Hello, everyone. I'm happy for this opportunity to share about my doctoral proposal. I'm a second year PhD student in the interdisciplinary ecology. And the title of my project is Institutional Arrangement for Fire Management in Quechua Communities in the Peruvian Andes. Fire is an essential tool in tropical subsistence agriculture and is the most affordable way to release nutrients and control undesirable vegetation and pests. However, human need for agricultural land expansion has increasingly affected fire frequency, intensity, and seasonality in many tropical ecosystems. Some agricultural burns result in accidental fires due to the difficulty of controlling fire from spreading to other areas, where strong winds combined with droughts can lead to secondary fire outbreaks that unintentionally affect surrounding areas. Furthermore, the increased fire regime is accentuated by the concurrent changes in global and regional climate. As a result, fire is expected to become much more common in decades to come. More recently, there has been a call for new practices and paradigms on fire management in the tropics. That means incorporating traditional ecological knowledge from indigenous and local peoples, avoiding the criminalization of fire-related practices, and calling for bottom-up fire management. Fire management has been historically addressed from a top-down conservationist approach, when the use of agricultural fires should also be integrated into discussions of rural development. This shift would lead to an emphasis on strengthening local and traditional institutions for adequate fire prevention and control, and provide a better fit to local contexts and property regimes of the actors implementing them. In the tropical Andes, there is a long history of fire continuously shaping the natural landscape, but also evidence of increased fire frequency and longer fire seasons. However, little is known regarding the local rules for fire management in this region and how these rules are adapting to changing socio-environmental contexts. My doctoral research will study community-based fire management and evaluate how it fits Elinor Ostrom's design principles for self-governing institutions. This assumes that wise fire management requires accessible, clear boundaries, sanctions, and monitoring process, as well as a conflict resolution mechanism, the recognition of the rights to organize, among other design principles. My research questions so far are: what is the traditional ecological knowledge related to fire management? What are the institutional arrangements or local rules for fire management? What is the role of external stakeholders, especially conservationist NGOs? For my preliminary fieldwork, I will use participant observation methodology in two Quechua communities in southern Peru during the fire peak season between July and October of 2021. With participant permission, documentation will include ethnographic filming of agricultural burns, their communal meetings and agreements, firefighting activities, etc. Depending on preliminary research results, I could focus on one or more pairs of successful and unsuccessful communities in preventing and controlling accidental fires. In later stages of this investigation, I aim for participatory action research that promotes individual and collective learning, as well as a reflection on fire management practices, in which participatory videos and photographies will be tools to elevate community members' voices. Thank you very much for attending this presentation, and I'll be willing to respond to any questions. Thank you.